Hey guys, welcome back to Everything Happens for a Reason, but what the fuck? This week we have a really interesting topic kind of on health and growth and what can the negatives and positives that can come along with that. So I have a special guest here today, but before I introduce him, this is episode number 5, The Thief of Joy. So, welcome to the podcast for the first time. This is my fiance, Keith Dell. Go ahead and say hi.
Hello, y'all. It's a pleasure being here.
So today we're going to kind of talk about what happens when you start kind of exercising more. Keith and I have been really focusing on our own health, mental, physical, emotional health for the past few weeks and kind of just dialing in on what we want from every exercise and kind of where our goals are aligning with our exercises, making them really meaningful. So with that being said, what's something you kind of want to tell people about when you start lifting and working out and kind of like what starts to happen?
Um, so I'll kind of just discuss what I discussed with you when you started to lift. I kind of just told you the basic facts that I've experienced and what some of my buddies have experienced in the past. And as soon as you get into lifting, you'll soon realize that you want to look like a certain way. You want to be as strong as you can in a certain way. And it's usually when you compare yourself to something or someone else. And body dysmorphia was one of the first things that I told you about. Once you have goals and you'll do anything to get to those goals, you soon become your absolute biggest critic. You'll start seeing people in the gym and you will hate that you're not there yet. And you'll wonder, what did they do to get there that I haven't been doing? And it's just a huge patience game. You have to just keep going. And the days that you want to stop are the most important days that you have to keep going to get to where you want to be.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Kind of the way I look at it too is like you might not think this, but someone else in the gym might look at you and like your size and be like, oh my gosh, that's like my dream size. And like you don't even think about it. Like you might be wanting to look like them or someone else, but you never know who's like watching you and kind of doing the same thing you're doing. So another thing we kind of wanted to talk about is like, well, not only comparison when it comes to like working out, but also just comparison like in life in general. A good quote I really like. This is kind of like more specific to. I mean, it's really for anything, but it's simple. It's good for her, not for me, or good for him, not for me. And it's kind of like a way for you to think about things when you're like when someone maybe you like or maybe you don't like does something awesome or has a great accomplishment, that accomplishment is good for them. It's not for you. So that means that like you need to be joyful that they're doing those great things because someday your day will come, but right now it's that wasn't meant for you. Like if someone bypasses you on a raise or on a spot on a team or something like that, like that is good for them. It's not good for you. There's a reason why you didn't get chosen. So that's another big thing. Also, I kind of wanted to talk about like when you first start to choose to work out. Like everyone knows it's not the easiest thing to get into a new routine and a new schedule, and especially to devote time to lifting or working out or running or doing whatever. Like it's not easy. And whoever says it is easy, they're not telling you the truth. It is hard, but something I like read a few weeks ago, I don't know where I read it at, but I think it's like something that kind of switched something in my brain for those 9 to 5 workers or really anyone else that has a job that they work for someone else. It goes like you work for someone else 8 hours a day. You deserve to work for yourself 1 hour a day. So to me, that just means like you give someone else 8 hours of your day to like literally learn or will just work for them for you get paid, but it's just a different thing. So you should work for yourself and, help your own health in that way of working out. So that's something else. Do you want to talk a little bit about kind of controlling your food and like what to eat and like how to treat food when you're trying to lose weight or when you're just trying to maintain a healthy diet?
Um, I'm not a nutritionist by any means, but I know that myself, I am very attracted to chocolate. I really love chocolate. So you just have to find those things that you know that are dragging you down and not always cut them out completely. I'm kind of extreme. I haven't eaten chocolate for over 2 weeks. And I've kind of gotten past that phase in which that I like crave it now, which is really nice. But I know that I was just like my cheeks get puffy when I eat a ton of chocolate. Like I just know. If you're trying to maintain or lose weight, you just have to make some sacrifices because obviously what you're doing now is not getting you to where you want to be. You really just have to hone in, do a little research, and prioritize yourself. Give yourself a couple months of just not indulging on things that give you instant gratification rather than sacrificing for delayed gratification.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's a really good way to think about it. And something I always think about too is like too much of anything is not good. Like too much of any food you can think of is genuinely not good for you. You need to portion anything you eat. So like you can have those foods you like, but like just be smart about how much you eat. Like control yourself and be disciplined and say, listen, I'm doing this for this reason. I want to, maintain this way or whatever the case may be. Another thing I wanted to talk about is like those of you who know me know that like I'm obsessed with Mountain Dew and soda and all those things. And right before I started, like it's about 2 weeks now. I haven't had a single soda, haven't had caffeine, really haven't had any sugar in 2 weeks. And the one craziest thing that I have to tell people, because I feel like this needs to get heard, is growing up, whenever I would like drink soda for a long period of time, I was always told, well, when you stop, you're going to get these massive headaches or you're going to get, withdrawals of some sort. I have yet to have those massive headaches everyone's talking about. Like, you can ask Keith, like, I've literally not had an issue with headaches, migraines, or anything that, like, those lagginess feelings or anything. I'm telling you, cutting sugar out of my life has, like, changed something in my brain. Like, I don't have brain fog. I don't have, moments where I'm, like, so exhausted that I feel like I have to drink something with caffeine in it. Like, I feel like I'm energized and I feel good. And I really I didn't believe that was going to work, but I'm glad I gave it a try. So if anyone's considering kind of cutting that out, I definitely would think into it. So the last thing I want to talk about really quick before we're done is kind of what's your best advice for someone who's starting in the gym? Like they don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they like. What's your best advice for someone that's new coming in the gym, might be nervous?
One thing that might surprise you is YouTube. I I gained a lot of confidence before I even stepped in the gym, just researching, looking at people on YouTube, kind of seeing what they do, really watching their video, watching their form, because I know a lot of people they're nervous to just do a new thing because they're worried they don't have the right form, they're going to get judged. Nope, first of all, nobody's going to judge you, and if they do, that's their problem. Just do what you need to do. If you find something that you enjoy, dig into it and just go at it full bore. You can even find people on Facebook groups that you can find a workout partner, and just kind of connect and try to make a friend in that industry of working out, exercising, eating healthier, having a buddy that kind of keeps you accountable is super important, and just have a why. First of all, this is anything in life, is just have a why of why you want to get better in a certain area. So why do you want to exercise? Just to look better? Usually that's not a great one, because then that's where you kind of get that body dysmorphia, because you're like, I don't look as good as I want to. I've been working so hard. Have a why that's bigger than you. Maybe so you become a better dad. Maybe because you want to be a more active brother, or just find that why that gets you up on the mornings that you don't want to get up and work out before you go to work. So um, just devote to yourself. Know that you are worth it, and you're definitely worth sacrificing yourself and your own time for. So um, just quit being nervous, quit being anxious about what other people think, and just worry about you, because this is a huge world, and there's plenty to be scared of, but just be scared of not getting better.
Yeah, that's awesome. So to finish out, I just want to say thank you for everyone who gives the time to listen. I know this episode was a little bit longer, but the last thing I think is just quickly I want to tell everyone is no one wakes up motivated. No one wakes up every day and says, oh my gosh, yes, I can't wait to go sweat. And some people do like to sweat, but no one is perfect every day. motivation is a lie, okay? Your body sometimes doesn't want to do it, but you need to do it, okay? It's good for yourself, it's good for your health, good for your mental health. So don't just say, well, I don't feel like doing it, okay? Some days you're not going to feel like it. You just need to get up and get it out of the way and just do it. Just devote yourself and spend that hour just learning about yourself and working on your own health. So
I've got one last thing.
Okay.
For that one. So one last thing. I'm currently reading a book, and it's called Atomic Habits. And some of you may have already read it or not. Make sure you definitely read it after hearing this. But when you wake up, don't say, oh, I have to do my workout. Say, I get to do my workout. I get to go to the gym, or I get to go on a walk. I get to go on a bike ride. Because there's people out there that can't even do that. So take it as something that you're grateful for, not something that you have to do. Because if you're able to do any of those things, you are blessed. So enjoy what you got and make the most of it.
Yeah. What is given can be taken away. So make sure you're appreciative of those daily blessings you might not even know. But thank you guys for listening to that episode. And remember, as you go out into the world, you might not be the smartest, funniest, or prettiest, but you can always be the kindest person in every room. Thank you.